Hey guys, thank you so much for being with me and welcome to Win the Day. I am live with you guys on Facebook every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome to all of you who are joining me on YouTube, on the podcast. I totally appreciate you guys. We are going to talk about something awesome today because, especially since my audience is full of a lot of new to business and new businesses, that we tend to see what other people are doing and want to imitate that success. And I don't blame you, but we're going to talk about some strategies on how to do that. And it's not going to be like the strategy on how to build it perfectly or anything like that. But as you are looking at other businesses and the fact that they have an entire product suite, it could feel super overwhelming to you because you think, well, I just start with this one product or service. What am I doing wrong? How can I grow faster? How can I make this better? And I'm going to give you some strategies on how to think about that and how to grow your business as far as your product suite is concerned. So thank you guys so much for being with me. I'm Tanika D'Souza, the 100K Challenge Chick. I'm here to empower women entrepreneurs to break the 100K income ceiling. And the reason that I focused on that mission is one, because a lot of us are moms, we have families, we have so many other things in our life that we're managing that we tend to put our business on the back burner. However, our desire for this business to be successful, and even that it's tied up in our own personal value and purpose and passions, we can't ignore it. So what I want you to do is work with me so that you find ways to make your business fit your life, fit your strengths, build your audience, right? And that's where once you figure those things out, that's where you are going to have the most success. So I'm never telling you to imitate what someone else has done, because that typically doesn't work for us. However, building what's going to work for you is always going to be your best option. So today's topic is absolutely going to talk about that, because I'm diving into the fact that most successful businesses have several products and services that they offer, and so should you. But how should you be thinking about that if you are new to business? How should you be thinking about that if your business is young, or even you just as an entrepreneur don't have as much experience? So I'm going to break down some of those things for you today. And I mixed up all my screens, so I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, here we go. Yes. All right. So if you have seen other businesses, maybe similar to yours, and they have a lot to offer, and you're just starting out, what I would tell you is absolutely think about that as the goals, where you're growing your business to, where you want to be in the next few years. But where you have to start is with one solid product or service, right? And I totally get it. There's nuances to that. Maybe you are doing skincare, and so it's not necessarily one item, but it's the first trio of items, or it's the, skincare set, whatever it is. What I want you to do is focus on one main thing that you're selling, one main service that you're offering. For some of my clients, I had someone I was working with. She is an HR professional and she really wanted to help people get hired. So, in that case, there were several things that she offered to that person to help them get hired. Information on like how to build a resume, how to handle the interview, negotiating for a great salary, even how to choose the organizations that you wanted to apply for. In that case, even though there are 4 different things that the person can get from her, we're going to consider that one thing because she's answering one question of how do I get hired? So that's what I want you to do. What is the one question, the one problem that you're tackling up front? For me, coaching entrepreneurs, I'm just tackling one issue, your inconsistent income. But there are so many facets in there, like your brand identity, understanding what your options are in business, understanding how to scale, being prepared to take your business to be visible. I spend so much time with my clients preparing to be visible to the world. Yes, you may think because you have social media accounts and other things that people understand what you do, but they don't. So each of those areas that I just mentioned are different products, different services that I offer. So I'm going to focus on the first thing or the first service that I can offer and make that very, very clear to my clients what I can do. The thing that I find to be a real challenge for people in their businesses is the fact that they want to go big or go home, right? They see these other businesses, especially if you're in products, that you'll see, oh, well, their shops started with like 50 items. Can you manage 50 items? Like, if you're just doing drop shipping, that's a totally different animal. But if you're managing inventory and ordering and figuring out sizing, especially if it's like clothing, that's a lot to manage. So what I'm telling you is it will come. You can absolutely build and grow to 50 items. But I think that for someone new, you should absolutely start with like your first thing or your first package of things. Don't go overboard. The reason you want to consolidate, as I'm going to call it, is so that your messaging is clear, right? If you have 30 things to sell, several different products and services, your clients won't understand where they should start. So in most cases, they won't. The first thing you learn in any type of sales situation is a confused client does not buy. That's why if you pay attention to commercials, even for somewhere as popular as like McDonald's, right? Their commercials are not going to show you 10 different meal options. They're not. They are just not going to do it. Sometimes they're just showing you one drink or the fact that you can go to their little cafe and order coffee or a milkshake. That's it. They're not also saying, and then throw in fries, and then we have something for the kids, and don't wait, oh mom, there's salads for you, and oh, your son's getting older, get him the 2 for $5 burgers, whatever it is. They're not ensuring that every single issue was addressed. They're ensuring that one thing was mentioned, one solution was offered, and that you move forward in order to get that product and service from them. So focusing is absolutely to your benefit because it helps your client understand who you are, what you do, what you're offering, and how they're going to get a result. That's really all they care about, right? How can they get a result working with you? So if you're watching me live right now, I would love to hear, what are you guys offering? Meaning, did you start with one service? Did you start with one product? Did you start with a product or service bundle? Or are you still at a point where you're kind of struggling in this thought, like, oh, I don't know where I should start or what I should do? Or Let me know if you're the person who, yeah, I started with so much, I regret it now. Some of you haven't reached that point of regret, and maybe it is working for you. But what I'll say is the vast majority of us absolutely need to slow walk building our product suite. So let me give you a few reasons why that is important. I can't see if the comments came in. Okay. So hopefully you guys are responding. I didn't put up the caption window while I started this, so I can't see your comments. But what I anticipate seeing is that a lot of you probably overthought how you were going to start your business. Some of you maybe because of what you do is very specialized, so you did start with one thing. But I think most people take the approach that they don't want to leave money on the table, they don't want to leave anybody out, so they try to jump straight to the end, which is a full product suite, and then they can't manage it. So today we're going to talk about how it's important to start small and build, right? The reason why I'm breaking it down that way is because if you understand that I'm starting with this one product and service in order to have a clear message, reach my audience, and take care and solve a problem for them, right? Help them get a result. And you know that you're building, then you're going to take your time to build that first product and service solidly so that ultimately it can start to run on autopilot. You understand exactly what you should do, say, how you should post, how you should respond. You're going to build so that you're creating a system around that first product, that first service, that first bundle. You're going to create a system and you're going to let that keep going. The way you prove that it works is build it to a consistent $1,000 a month. Right? If you have a service that costs $50 to $100, you need to figure out how you're going to make $1,000 every month with that product or service. If you have services that cost more like $500 or $1,000, then you need to be building it to a solid $5,000 consistently before you're diving in to building more products for your product suite. The reason I say that is because one, it's going to help you build capital in your business. As you start to bring money in, you can buy better tools, you can organize yourself a little better, but you also have the money to invest in your second product or service. So if that next service requires you to take some more training or for you to have new equipment or tools, because you have solidified that first thing, you can now jump into your second. So that's the approach that I want you to have. And as you're building that first one, because you know there's more to come, I want you to do your due diligence to build it correctly. Don't take shortcuts. Don't compromise. Go all in on that first product or service or bundle. And make sure people understand how to use it, sell it, get to know your client, understand their results, showcase their results, ask them for the testimonials. That's all the stuff you should be doing as you're building out your first product or service and showing the world that your business can get results for them. Then you add something else, because now you can afford to, you understand the time that it will take, but you also have a better idea of what your clients need. You're not guessing about what should be your next step. So for example, if I offered a service to you and it met this need here, right? So this is my business, it met the need here. I can choose to take these clients and move them forward. And that could be my next product or service. Or I could say, you know what? I missed so many people because I didn't have something that started here. And I want to have a new entry point, something that kind of is a prerequisite to what I've already offered. And so here is something that I can do, especially for those of you who are coaches and do like one-on-one services. Sometimes there is a digital product or something that you can sell or offer before the person comes to work with you in that one-on-one capacity. So I want you to factor that in. Should I be offering a prerequisite to what I've done? Should I be offering the follow-up? Or for some of you, you're just offering a completely different product or service. So if I am your business coach, maybe here I'm doing something to really help you build your brand, but then this other service is really helping you understand business models and your options and how to build your product suite. They're related. I'm still talking to the same client, but I am doing two different things with them. And there will be people who come in and really feel like they only want this service. There will be people that come in and only want this, but then in the future, I have the potential to build them, to co-brand, or I should say bundle them, because I can say you need to work on your brand first, and then we can build your product suite. Like without having a clear definition of your brand, you're not ready to build your product suite. So things like that. Think about as you start to sell consistently, it will become obvious what are some of the next steps that you can take in building your business. When you decide this in the beginning without sales, without seeing the results for your client, without getting their feedback, you are guessing in a major way. Because not only did you take your first best guess and create one product or service, you created a whole product suite of things that you assumed people wanted to buy from you. So the other advantage of building slow, meaning start with one thing and then build out, is the fact that you are going to be building based on actual need and not your guesses. So that's my biggest advice for you guys. Those are the strategies I wanted to share today. First is choose the one product or service that you are going to start with and start building consistent income from there. That will then give you the knowledge you need to say, this is what I should do next. But two, it'll also give you the financial resource to invest in that second product or service. If you need tools, if you need training, if you need anything, because you have taken your time to build consistent income initially, you can now invest in your second product or service. Excuse me. So that's what I want you guys to understand. Build intentionally. Build your business strategically and intentionally, making sure that you're getting results for your clients and not just building stuff because it seems cool or looks cool, or because you've seen other businesses have more than what you currently offer. You are going to build your business to last. We are not building businesses just to say we're business owners, or that, like we want bragging rights. We want real consistent income. That's what we're here for. So my best advice is start small, understand your clients, get them results, showcase the results, talk about the growth, talk about the testimonials, and then see what is the next logical step that I should take in my business to get more results, more results for my clients. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I am launching a membership group. I'm going to leave you guys the links over the next few days. You're going to hear more and more about it because I'm super excited to have grown my business to a place where I now can serve more people. So the membership allows you to be coached. It gives you a community to belong to. But what most of you are missing is a system, right? It gives you an opportunity to understand why you're choosing this next step. why you're building your business in a certain way. And it gives you the coaching and the place, the environment where you can ask those questions and keep building your business. So look forward to the 100K Society. That is the membership group. I would love for you guys to be the founding members. The doors will open for that group in a few days. So listen out for that. I'm super excited. I have done my work. I did one-on-ones, I did group coaching, accountability groups, and now I'm ready to add the next product and service. And that product and service is going to serve so many more of you. And I'm just super excited about it. So thank you guys for joining me for Win the Day. You have a great day, and I will see you back here in a few days. And for all the podcast listeners, you rock. Thanks for listening. Talk to you guys soon.